friends, welcome back to Sam's Everyday Cooking, and today we are making beetroot halwa. This is a very easy, simple recipe and it's absolutely delicious. Now the change that I've made over here is I'm not going to use sugar, but I'm using jaggery, and I hope it turns out well because I usually make it with sugar, but I'm trying to reduce the intake of sugar in our daily diet. So let's begin. Now here we have 300 grams of beetroot. It's parboiled, and what I've done is, the reason I parboiled is because I want to let the beetroot cook a little bit in its own juices as well, and it'll be cooking with the jaggery syrup and with the other things that I'm going to add into it. So this is the liquid that's there. We need the liquid as well and the beetroot, and we will be grating it now. We have about 100 grams of mawa, khoya, solidified milk. This will really richen the halwa and it makes it delicious. Jaggery, 1 whole cup. If we need more, because it depends on how sweet the beetroot is, if it's not sweet enough, we will add in more and I'll let you know later, but for now we're taking 1 cup. This is rose water. We are going to use 1 tablespoon of it. We are not putting any cardamoms in this, only rose water. We need ghee, about 3 tablespoons of ghee, sliced almonds which we'll lightly roast it, and that's it. Let's begin. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to put the syrup into a pot, all the syrup, and we'll add jaggery to this, and we will make a syrup with this. So we are going to put it on the hob until the jaggery completely melts and it becomes into a thin syrup. So I'm going to grate the beetroot. I'm wearing gloves because the beetroot color is so intense and it doesn't come off very easily. So just grate the beetroot. Now the reason that I'm grating the beetroot is because, you know, otherwise when you completely boil the beetroot and then you try to grate it, it becomes a complete mush. We don't want that. We want nice grated bits to come in our mouth when we are having the halwa. As you can see, the beetroot and jaggery syrup is bubbling away. It's almost done and I'm going to take it off the hob. This is lightly roasted almonds, and now we're going to put them aside. As you can see, this is our grated beetroot. It's a hot pot and you can hear the sizzle. Now this will take at least about 15 minutes for it to saute it, or I don't know what you would call this, but maybe just reduction of and cooking it as well. I've added the jaggery and beetroot syrup into the grated beetroot, and we are going to allow it to cook now until there is no more liquid left. By then the beetroot will have completely cooked, and then we will add the khoya or mawa and the rose syrup and the ghee as well. So we still have to allow it to cook for another good 15 minutes. So it's been about 10 minutes and you can see there's still some liquid there, and we need to cook down a little bit more, but it's looking beautiful. The color is really rich, dark, ruby red. It's really looking lovely. Now whilst our beetroot halwa is cooking, I'm just going to grate the mawa and keep it ready. It's anyway very, very soft, so it crumples very quickly. Friends, it's been about 20 minutes since this beetroot halwa has been cooking. There is very little liquid left, as you can see, and I've used a very deep pot because it splatters a lot, so don't use a shallow pot, otherwise your kitchen will all be with red stains, you know. So now into this we are going to add 2 big tablespoons of good ghee. As you can see, unlike other halwas, I am not using any milk in this. Beetroot halwa, I usually don't put milk because beetroot has got a little tartness and sometimes the milk tends to curdle. So we will use mawa instead, which is right at the end. Now you can see there's very little liquid left. And at this stage, we will also add the mawa. But when you add the mawa, don't cook it for too long. Just a minute, and then you take it off the gas or switch off the hob, whatever you have at home. So you can hear the sizzling sound now. And we're going to add the mawa to this. And I'm going to close the hob, and the mawa will sort of, there will be some lumps of mawa there, some of them will melt in there. That's the way it should be. So it's okay. One tablespoon, that's all. So easy to make it. Please try this at home. It's really delicious. And since we are all in lockdown, you all have plenty of time to try out these recipes. So please do that. I'm going to dish this out and garnish it with the almonds that we have lightly roasted. So our beetroot halwa is ready, and I'm going to garnish this with the roasted almonds. Now, I just want to remind you of one thing, that I've used rose water, not rose essence. So don't put so much of its rose essence. Rose water is not very strong. Essence is very, very strong. If it's an essence, just a couple of drops, okay? Now I'm going to garnish it with some roasted almonds. And look how pretty it looks. It also tastes delicious. I just had a little spoon of it. So guys, see you again. Be safe, be at home, and hopefully we will get out of this very, very soon, and we'll be out in the open, running and having fun outside. And until then, goodbye. Take care.